live. Okay, hi everyone. It's so funny. I was sitting in what I was going to bring through today, and there's a couple of different things that I feel like are really strong right now. And so I just want you to just take this time and let's just start by connecting to that heart space and to the frequency of that quantum body or the divine frequency stored within us. This blueprint, if you will, is the energy of this week, is allowing ourselves to put consciousness in the frequency of source. And yes, that's always what we want to be doing. But this week in particular, there is an opportunity to really use that spiritual discipline to hold consciousness in that space. And with that, there's a harmonization with the universe, if you will, or reality. And for some reason, the frequency of this week, you have to remember today is the 26th. I want to make sure that that's right. And so we're in the last energetic portal of that 8-8 and or that vortex energy of abundance. This week in this day particular is the opportunity to harmonize and self actualize in that frequency. And by doing that, we're not putting our consciousness in expectation and in outcome. Okay, so I kind of just went all over the place right there. But I think what I'm trying to say is that there is, oh my gosh, I can just feel it in my body. I just maybe just take a moment to feel this. There's a harmonization that's trying to happen on a cellular level to use this vortex energy to truly lock in that abundance blueprint within the body, and that our job is to hold consciousness in that blueprint. And by doing that is when we start to have doubts or we start to have fears, that we just align those doubts and fears in the harmonization of that blueprint. And by doing so, we cancel out the programs that are behind the fear and the doubts. It's almost as if the divine frequency, let's just say, and then maybe the frequency of the fears and the doubts, they come together. And because they are so opposite, it just goes to that 0 point. And in that, the body reharmonizes and then moves back into the frequency of source. And we get to have that experience with our consciousness. There's a period this week, next week, we're going into the full moon. That will be also the beginning of the energies of September. Next month is going to be a very powerful month. We have two eclipses next month. And we're always remembering that we're not reading these frequencies as they are happening to us. We are using them as mastering the frequency of source within our DNA, and we can enhance our consciousness through those frequencies. So next month, we have a lot of opportunities to amplify all of this harmonization of bringing in those abundant codes, activating them, self-actualizing in them, and then allowing the intelligence of source to continue to harmonize those frequencies, especially when we move into fear or doubt. So the way I want you to see it this week is spending some time with allowing yourself to feel where your body or your mind, your programming, your thoughts may not be in harmony with that frequency of abundance, especially today. Take some moments and today and just noticing where maybe you're resisting. Oh, you know what I just heard? Okay, I'm like, what was that? I just heard for someone, and let me know if this speaks to you, that today is really about sitting in, where are you resisting receiving? and looking at that a little bit closer. Where in your life are you resisting? Uh, I'm just going to say receiving. I just see this beautiful energy that is trying to come in to amplify the experience of your life. And there's a resistance there. So maybe it's just looking at some of that resistance is part of opening up to this vortex energy that is here today, and sitting it and looking at it in all angles. I'm also feeling a little bit of within creating that harmony is the discipline to recognize when we are looping in fear or stress or doubt. There's a lot of chaos in the world right now. And I think the message that I would like to, just be a divine channel for you to hear is that you got this, right? You have this. And that the more we surrender into that divine frequency, the more we surrender into that divine blueprint, the more that we get to experience what chaos is on the other side. What is chaos on the other side? And because it's not, right? It's actually not chaotic. There is always a rhythm or a very oh my gosh, it's like, okay, let's just all take a moment. Go to your heart space and just think about something in your life that you feel is chaotic. And when the chaos happens is when something is shifting, right? It's when it's shifting from one thing to something else. And where it's most chaotic is in between because it hasn't self-actualized, right? And that's the energy of this week is it's time to self-actualize and what we're becoming, where we're going. But what I want you to do is just take a moment and just put your consciousness in that chaos and not identify it through the experience of your programming, but just allow yourself to have the experience of what it is through the frequency of source. There is nothing chaotic about it. It is perfect. It is perfect. All that's happening is that what was one state of matter has broken up and is getting ready to create another state of matter or another state of reality. And actually are in perfect alignment of what it's becoming. So look at what you're becoming, that perfect alignment. Allow yourself to hold consciousness in the divine blueprint of that perfect alignment and know that that perfect alignment is the divine plan. It's the divine blueprint. And it's all you have to do is say yes to it and enjoy the ride, right? Going back into that heart space and recognizing that you are part, you are a participant, consciously participating in a divine plan. How do you want to participate? Do you want to participate through your programming, or do you want to attune your consciousness and self actualize in the divine brilliance of what it's becoming? All right, my lovelies, that was a little all over the place. I hope you stuck with me there. But if there's anything I want you to walk away with is just recognizing that in the chaos, there is a divine plan, and you have the opportunity to experience the perfection of the plan as it is becoming the next. Sending you all so much love. Definitely let me know how this resonates with you, what you're experiencing in your life. And just know that you are not alone and we walk together